Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the blessing of freedom that Beachbody has given me. So when I first started looking into this opportunity, I had been actually looking for a part-time job. Our family wasn't struggling financially, and I'll talk about finance in another video. Our family wasn't necessarily struggling with finances. We had to budget and we had to be careful, but the main reason I was looking for a part-time job is because of the social aspect. I wanted to interact and to have, kids are great and I love my babies, but when you have a 22-month-old and a brand new baby, sometimes you crave just adult conversation. And so I started looking for a part-time job just to get out of the house. And I sat down and I figured it out, and at the end of the day, I was only going to be bringing home about $20. And I realized in that moment that not only was I only going to be making $20 for all that effort and hard work and everything I was doing, but also I was giving up my free time. My kids got sick, I was going to have to call in. I was going to have to ask somebody to take my shift or whatever it was. If I wanted to pick up and go to Idaho to see my family, I would have to ask for time off. And I realized that I really love my freedom. I love the opportunity that I have to go and do and design my day how I want to. And so Beachbody so I decided not to get that part-time job because I just wasn't willing to sacrifice my free time. I wasn't willing to have to answer to somebody else. And I also had a realization that I had worked at a daycare, and if you're a working parent, I applaud you. But I had worked at it. My mom was a working mom, but when I was working at a daycare right before I had my daughter, and there were parents who were the first to bring their kids when we opened, and they were the last to pick their babies up. And I just remember thinking, when I have kids, I want to be in their life if I can make that happen. I know some people have to work, and like I said, I think that's incredible. Some people just don't have, the desire to stay home. But personally for me, I always knew I wanted to stay home. And so me looking for this part-time job so that I could fill this social void was something that, while it sounded really good, I wasn't willing to do. And I wasn't willing to give up that freedom. And so when I found the Beachbody opportunity, I was really excited because here was this chance to build a business, and I got to pick my hours. I got to decide how fast I wanted to grow my business. I got to decide when I worked my business. If one of my kids ends up sick, I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to go in and leave my sick babies home. I get to be present. And when I first started, my kids were napping, and so I worked when they slept. Now they're getting a little bit older, and so it's a little trickier, but I still get to be here at home with my babies. If tomorrow I wanted to take them to the zoo, I could do that. If I, one of my babies gets sick, I get to be here. I get to be that comfort to them. My husband calls me up and says, hey, I need to run into town to pick something up. You want to ride with me? I get to do that. And that is something that has just been really, really big for me. I went home to Idaho for a whole month. I got to pick up my babies and take them to Idaho for an entire month to see my family. And had I had a job, there's no way, outside of the home, there's no way we could have done that. And so the freedom that Beachbody has provided me is a major blessing in my life. And it's something that I am forever grateful for. And although it's not the norm, it works for us, and it helps me stay sane because I did need something more. While I love being a stay-at-home mom, my passion isn't making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. My passion isn't folding laundry every day. And so I needed something that could work around my family, my priorities, and still provide for my family and still feed my passion and who I am. So if you're someone who has just been craving freedom and you're wanting to help provide for your family but not have to sacrifice the things like raising your kids, maybe Beachbody is an option for you. So I can't wait to share more blessings with you throughout the day, and I will see you soon.